Hi, I'm Dr. Rossbaum Ben with Performance Therapy Group. I see a lot of track and field athletes and also just power and speed athletes with hamstring strains. I want to talk to you today about the common causes of that. One of the most common things I see is plantar flexion while running. So this is dorsiflexion, that's plantar flexion. As the leg comes through, if you're not dorsiflexed here, then you're typically either neutral or plantar flexed, and what ends up happening is you reach for the ground and try to pull the ground toward you. Coaches often will say run on your toes, which I think is incorrect, because what that happens is it forces you to plantar flex, and it does make you run tall, but you tend to grab the ground and pull instead of stay dorsiflexed, have the leg come through and strike right underneath you. So when we plantar flex, that causes a braking force, which puts more stress on the calf, and then we pull, which puts more stress on the upper hamstring, then we settle and push, versus come right through, right underneath you, settle, push. It's a much more efficient gait, much more stress on the quadriceps and glutes and less on the hamstring. So that's one common cause. Another is just weakness in the hamstring. So if there's an overdominance from quadriceps to hamstrings, then as you pull through, the accumulated stress of training just overstresses the hamstring, and then they eventually tear. And thirdly, overtraining. So I see a lot of athletes running very high volumes of sprinting versus keeping it very high intensity and very short. They tend to run many 250s, up to 400 meter kind of endurance sprinting versus 40 to 60 meter sprints, which is, I think, the majority of how most sprinters should be training.